Hi there, and welcome to Your Wee Gems, the 12 Days of Christmas. And we've come to the very end of 10, 12 days. So here we are. We have gone through all of the 12 days. So where are we now? Well, today we're going to talk about the best present of all. The best present of all is being present. At this time of year, and I'm no different to anyone else, we get really busy getting things done. And sometimes we are not fully present. But the more fully present we can become, that's the best present of all for ourselves, which every time is leading me, and also for those around us. So being present and being rather than, and we spend our time doing this sort of thing, which is doing. We tend to get lost in the doing of things, especially at this time of year, because there's shopping and there's various wrapping of presents. I've just finished wrapping all of my presents, but it's the presents and the wrapping and the giving and the buying and the receiving and the doing and the doing and the cooking and the doing and the setting the table and the doing and the getting and the doing. So there's lots and lots and lots of doing. So let's just take a minute or two and think, okay, so when am I breathing? And I know that first thing this morning I did get my meditation in. And I know today I'll probably end my day on meditation just to bring myself back to me and leading me, because sometimes we just need that time out. The other thing about this time of year when we are doing is that when we are doing, sometimes we're doing so much that we forget to look after this body. And I know a few people of late that have really had bad time with colds and flus and letting things in. And what happens is we stop in our systems, just go, we need a rest and we need to recuperate. So by doing all the time, we can cause our body disease. If you tune into your body and you're listening out for the tweaks and the don't feel so good, then make sure that you look after yourself and just stop for a minute and think, okay, am I actually okay? Because if I'm not, maybe I need a half hour or an hour just to be. I usually like to get things all done and then I just relax and be. So when it comes to the doing and the being and the, just and this is the card that pops up and it has connotations in itself, just be. So connotations can be that relaxed, denim looking, hand in pocket, just being. Notice nature behind, the leaves on the floor. Here in summer, it's the sun in the sky and the heavy rain falls that we can smell the rain in the air and it's wonderful and it gives us life. But just being, watching the weather and what it's like wherever you are, watching the wildlife around. You think there is none, but when we stop and just be, that's when we can get more and more of that good being. So being the best present that you can be in this festive time, which is your presence. And I must admit, yesterday I had a lot of being and laughing and belly laughing. And those are the things that keep you going for the times that you are doing. Right? But always tune into the being. So we started off day one with smile. Then we went on to appreciation on day two. So how much smiling have you been doing, and how much appreciating? And remember, I talked about smiling at yourself each morning in the mirror before you even start, let alone to strangers and to people you know. That appreciation of self first. Because remember what I said, leading me, we have to do me first, and then everyone else gets the best of us. Then we had being open to love, right? That love part, being open to love. And that was of ourselves first, and then of others. We had focus on happiness. So that's that focusing on what makes us happy. It doesn't matter what makes everybody else happy. It's much more about focusing on what makes us happy. If we all done that, it would be an easier and better world. We may not like what other people make happy, but then we go, well, maybe we shouldn't be near those people, right? Maybe we need to change what those, what I'm doing versus what they're doing, and create my own happiness. And then we had 50 was choice. So we had choice in there as well. And that was making sure that you choose what is the best for me. And if the best for me is to do something that other people wouldn't do, and looks like, I gave the example of where we say, I don't have a choice, Mags. Well, yes, you do. But if you're making that choice, then don't make it an excuse and go on about how crap your life is because that you don't have a choice. Yes, you do. So make sure you're choosing what's right, and then accepting that that's your choice, and do it. The next, number 6, was boundaries, setting boundaries and enforcing those boundaries. And very important at this time of year. So if you make the choice, set the boundary up, make sure everybody knows, communicate that. Because just because you've set the boundary doesn't mean everybody else knows what those boundaries are. Then we had letting go, right? Letting go and being peaceful. Whatever it is that's holding you back, let it go. We had giving, and then on day 8, and then day 9 we had receiving. So the giving and receiving, and learning to do both with open heart. And we are the perfect me, so just give and then receive. Don't make it more difficult than that, because when we give, we receive. But when people are giving to us, receive full-heartedly with appreciation and a smile. And then we have the perfect you, and day 11 was expectations. And to be honest, the giving and receiving, expectations is partly in there, where I expected this and I got that, and now I'm pissed off. Well, no, receive it with open heart. Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for thinking about me. Okay, today, being present. So, we've had the 12 days of Christmas that I do each year. I will possibly, maybe, I may do a wee bonus for tomorrow, but we'll wait and see if that is what I will do. But the biggest thing, the main thing, is to have a wonderful festive season, a break from work, a time to be with those we love. And if you're on your own, in here is the person that we should be loving and being with. Yeah, go and find someone else who's in the same situation as you, and bring it together, even if it's a complete stranger. Bring a bit of love in. But being now, being present to me, being present to you, being a present, as well as giving presents. So that's today, day 12 of the 12 days of Christmas. If you're liking this and you want more, I do this through the year. I'm not the 12 days of Christmas, of course, but I do various things through the year. If this is the sort of thing you like, then subscribe, follow, do all the things you need to do to make sure you get the alerts. It also helps me, and it helps the algorithms of the social media. So please, I thank you one and all who have been coming in and conversing with me on the lives. It's been great fun. I will do lives throughout the year, so you'll be around, and I also do various things on social media platforms. So follow me wherever you love to be, because I'm usually there. And if there's anything you wish for me to do for you, then pop it in the comments, DM me, do whatever, but just make sure that we're together on this. It's a journey in life, and we can make it easier for ourselves. So let's do this by leading me, and I'll keep reminding you of leading me as we go through. So what have we got here? We've got Janice, who's come in, my wonderful Janice. It's great to see you. What are you saying, Janice? Thanks, Mags. As always, you inspire and remind me to be. Much love to you and all. Thank you, Janice. It's a reminder we all need. So as I remind you, I also remind myself. So it's great to have you, and you've been with me most days on live, my darling. So it's been fantastic. Thank you. And to those who are coming on to watch the recording, then please pop your messages below and let me know how you have gone these 12 days of Christmas. So, as I always say as I go, stay true, stay you, and keep bringing out your brilliance. And I may see you tomorrow. Bye for now.